What would happen if you went all in on your life? When I first got into real estate, I made the decision to leave a high-paying job, $24,000 a year, to make $0 for the first 7 months. It was in those first 7 months that I was going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to be a full-time real estate agent, or I was gonna keep my LinkedIn profile updated, my resume ready, just in case an opportunity presented itself. I was straddling the line. I was doing all the work that I needed to do to become a successful real estate agent, but the results just weren't coming in. The first month, you can handle it. The second month, you start to question yourself. The third month, you start to look for other jobs. And by the fourth month, when nothing's coming in, you start to wonder if you made the wrong decision. And it was around month 5 that I went to an event. And there was a story that was told to me that has stuck with me for a really long time. It's about Hernando Cortez. And it was this guy that back in the 1500s, he was trying to conquer the New World. And when he arrived in his boats with 600 men on the shores, he simply made the order to burn the boats. He gave them no other options except to succeed. And when I heard that story, I made the decision. I made the decision to finally go all in on myself and my business. And it wasn't until I did that, and I gave myself no other option, that I finally started to get some success. And I went from making $24,000 a year to making $27,000 a month. But that doesn't happen by doing things on accident. And so my question to you is, what would your life look like if you went all in? What would your life look like if you went all in on your health and your fitness? Like if you made the commitment to yourself to simply start working out, to simply start eating better, to prioritize your recovery by going to bed earlier, drinking more water, and drinking alcohol less. What would your life look like? What would your life look like if you went all in on your connection with yourself? If you truly started to do some exploration so you could get to know who you are, how you operate, the patterns that serve you, the ones that don't. If you had this clear conduit of mind, body, and spirit so that when you do make these decisions, you can actually trust yourself and be confident in who you are. What if you went all in on your relationships? You see, each one of you has a partner. And if that partner is truly important to you, then I would have you consider that if you don't go all in, then you're actually not even in the relationship. What if you went all in and you started to do those weekly date nights? What if you went all in and you started to take time to plan vacations, plan trips, plan evenings together? What if you went all in and instead of holding back the stories that you don't want to share, you simply opened up and shared how you were feeling emotionally? What if you went all in and started to have the hard conversations about the things you're avoiding, but the things that you know you need to have? What if you went all in with your kids? When they want to play with you, you put your phone down. When you have time with them, you're with them. When they want to hang out with you, you don't tell them to wait a few minutes, but you simply acknowledge that this time that they have at this period of their life is limited and you're never gonna get it back. What if you went all in on those relationships? And what if you went all in on your career? What if you went all in on your business? You see, a lot of us, myself included, I know what needs to be done, but there's days when I don't feel like doing it. The other night I got 2 hours of sleep. And I woke up the next day not feeling like doing the work. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I did everything. But what I did do was try to at least put myself in a position to get some of it done. Follow through on the commitments that I had made to myself. I went all in. And every time I've ever asked somebody, what would it look like if you went all in? There's this resistance. This resistance to make the commitment to go all in because they think they have to do it all at once. You think that you have to flip a switch and just do all of the things all at once. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the way to operate. Instead, I want you to define, what does it look like to go all in your body? What does it look like to go all in on your being with the connection with yourself and your creator? What does it look like to go all in on your relationships with your partner and your kids? And what does it look like to go all in on your career? Get clear on that. And then it's simply just like anything else. You start to figure out the first steps to execute on that. Once you get clear on what it looks like to go all in, then it's simply about putting together the smallest possible steps for you to go all in. And once you start to master that, then you can start to add to it. So your homework is simply this. I want you to identify what it means to go all in, and then I want you to put together a plan for the next month to start to build that out. Because as far as I know, you got one chance at this life. There might be an afterlife, I'm not too sure. If you know, let me know because I'd be pretty stoked to find out about it. But if there's not, then I would have you consider this. Go all in so that in that moment, when the clock starts to strike and you have no time left, and you're laying on your deathbed, you can simply think about this. You've left no doubt in what you can do. But the only way to do that is by you making the decision to go